Hey guys, so a while back I made a video where I talked about how the Nemestice event is a precursor to the upcoming event that is set to come out after the TI-10. And in that video I said that I found a really interesting clue that deserves a video on its own. And this is that video where I'm going to decipher the glyphs of the Nemestice Monoliths. So without further ado, let's begin. So ever since they showed these monoliths in the Nemestice trailer, I was curious about what these glyphs actually meant. At first I thought these were some glyphs inspired by the Norse glyphs, because the Great Confluence is related to the Norse Doomsday Ragnarok. I mean, they look really similar, but they seem to be gibberish because you can see that they have repeated the same set of glyphs in all of these monoliths. But I was sure that I have seen these glyphs before, and that was in the Aghanim's Labyrinth trailer. In the Aghanim's Labyrinth trailer, we see that Tusk is forging a scepter with the help of what looks like a recipe scroll for the Aghanim scepter, where it shows the 4 things needed to construct a scepter in-game. But if we look at the edges of the scroll, we can see the same glyphs that we see in the Nemestice Monoliths. And we can see that there are 3 words in these 3 edges. So I assume there's another word out of sight in this edge. This makes it 4 words. Then I thought, could these 4 words be referring to the 4 things that are used to create a scepter? And when I tried tracing the names of the components to this clear looking word here, I found that they matched with the Staff of Wizardry, because the number of letters is the same, and the dead giveaway was these 2 F's in the word staff. From this I learned that there is no space system in this language, so these words can be words, phrases, or even sentences. And I did the same with the other one here, and it matched with Ogre Club. And looking at the corresponding edges, I found that each edge talks about the component that is closest to them. So this half-covered word might be Blade of Alacrity, and sure enough it was, minus a bunch of letters. So the word in the edge that is completely hidden must be Point Booster. So with all of this knowledge, I made a chart of these glyphs, where I colored the unknown glyphs in red, and I cross-referenced these glyphs with the glyphs that we see in the monoliths, and I got this. So since we know that this might be a phrase or a sentence, the first word here is definitely first, and then we have the word off, and the last one was tricky because there are a lot of 4-letter words with the second letter as A and the last letter as Y, like the one shown here. But since we know the first 2 words of this phrase, I picked out the best word that fits these 2 words to make a meaningful phrase, and I got this phrase, which says first of many. This proves once and for all that the Nemestice event is a precursor to the Great Confluence, and is first of many events that is going to come to Dota 2 in the near future. And if you guys are curious about what's written on this compass, I did a similar thing with this too, where I wrote the 12-letter phrase and cross-referenced them with the knowledge of the glyphs that I have. And then I figured out where to cut this loop because it's written in a circle, and I filled in the blanks to figure out what it means. And the phrase written in this compass is the Wayfinder. Yeah, it wasn't that exciting as I thought, but what can you say, it's just a compass. But anyways, with all of this knowledge, I constructed a almost complete alphabet of this glyph language. And I also noticed that this glyph language is based on English, because you can see English letters inside these glyphs. So most of these glyphs are made out of the English letter counterpart, encased in a square. And these glyphs seems to be in sets of 2s or 4s. So with this knowledge, I picked out the best glyphs for these unknown letters for this language. But since I just guessed what they are, I'm not 100% sure that these are the right glyphs, because there's a chance that these might not be correct glyphs. So I colored these unsure glyphs in red, and I came to the conclusion that this glyph language is not the primary language of the Dota 2 universe, because in the Dota trailer we can see that they use English. I know this might sound obvious because the heroes in game also talk in English. However, it's worth noting that most stories have characters speaking in English despite them actually talking in a language in their story's universe. This is done to make us understand what they are saying, but the fact that they have written evidence of them using English in this newspaper shows that they really do talk in English. So I think this glyph language is kinda like a magical language used for magical things like forging a scepter or summoning a meteor in this case. And that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about the things that I talked about in this video in the comment section down below, and also check out the video I did about the Nemestice event being the precursor to the Great Confluence, because that video and this video is kinda connected. So I'll leave the link for that video and all of the other related videos in the description box below, so you guys can check them out if you like. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe and turn on notifications for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.